Welcome to Central Park here in Windermere, Florida. Join me in my meditations on Ephesians 4, verses 7 through 10 as I play this micro pitch and putt and seek to glorify the Lord for His Word, for His world, and for His Redeemer. We'll remember that Ephesians 4, Paul has called us to walk in a manner worthy of our calling, and that he has highlighted that calling has certain character traits involved with it, as well as a unity that comes from being made one in Christ. Paul invites us to remember that in this calling that grace was given to us according to the measure of the gift of Christ. And then in verse 8, Paul quotes Psalm 68. Because he says, therefore, it says. It's for this reason. If I'm reading this correctly, I think the therefore is about the gift of Christ and the unity that we have in the gospel. And what does Psalm 68 say? It says that he ascended and led a host of captives, giving gifts to men. I believe Paul would have us connect the gift of Christ to the gifts given to men referenced in Psalm 68. And then he aims to open up the rest of the passage to us. When Paul sees that Christ ascended, he's also making the claim that Christ descended. He came to the earth. These verses are, in fact, Christmas verses. Paul is helping us see that it's been clear from Psalm 68 that in order for us to be saved, to receive the good gifts of God, Christ would also have to descend, that God would have to come to us, and that in descending, he would set the captives free. This is the good gift of Christmas, that Christ has come to his people to give good gifts to men. But this passage also demands that we not only look forward to the coming of Christ, but to his ascension. For he was lowly, but now he sits in the glory of the Father, having completed the purpose to which he was sent. Just as he descended to the earth, now that he has accomplished our redemption through the shedding of his blood, he has ascended to the highest of all heavens, above all, that he might be in all, and that he might fill all things. So let's rejoice in Christ today, both that he has descended, making himself low, coming to us, that he might die on our behalf and be raised from the dead, ascending back to the Father in glory, and that he has filled all things. For he is omnipresent as God is, even as he sits at the right hand of the Father, enthroned in heaven as a man resurrected, the firstborn of all creation. Let's meditate on his word that we might see more clearly what the gifts are that he has given to men and rejoice in them. And let's enjoy the world that he's made as Christ ascended to this earth, has ascended far above the heavens, and will come again to make creation new, redeeming all through his power and through the power of his resurrection. Until next time.